What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerd Media. And yesterday was the beginning of Star Wars Celebration. I cover this every year on my channel. This was one of the first ever things that I covered on the channel when it was first starting. So this is obviously a very, very exciting time for every Star Wars fan, and myself included. And they announced and gave us some updates on some pretty exciting stuff at day one yesterday that I want to talk about. There's three main big things that were talked about, so we're going to be talking about those three things in this video, talking about the return of Star Wars to movie theaters coming next year, and about some really exciting movies that I'm actually really hopeful for. So with all that being said, if you're new to the channel, I talk movies, comic books, TV shows, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, I cover Star Wars. I'll be covering Andor next week when it starts. I'm covering The Last of Us. I just wrapped up my Daredevil Born Again reviews. So if you guys want to check all that stuff out, subscribe, like the video, stay tuned. If you enjoy this video, comment down below your thoughts on Star Wars Celebration so far. And with all that being said, let's dive right into the video. So kicking things off here with the thing that everybody already knows about, Mandalorian and Grogu. This is the next and finally a Star Wars movie releasing in theaters next May 2026. Very exciting stuff. We already knew about this film from last Star Wars Celebration, but it's very exciting, and I'm definitely really on board with the idea of concluding a really successful side of the Star Wars universe that was made for Disney Plus into a movie. And I feel like we should be doing that more with really successful TV shows. And when they're going to have their big conclusion, do it as a movie. I think that if this goes well, this is going to further my point of why I think this is just such a awesome idea. But I think that they're really making some promises, and good promises, for this film. I'm very excited. It's very promising, and I'm definitely excited to see what is going to happen with this film. And I mean, it's just going to be exciting to see a Star Wars movie in theaters again. They obviously didn't show us any footage, but I believe there was footage shown for the film at Star Wars Celebration, and the footage is described as Mando gets into an AT-AT and takes it down from the inside out, blasting his way through every operator one at a time and in a continuous oneer, so like a one shot with a Mandalorian. That is sick. And it's all on a snowy planet, and eventually the AT-AT explodes from the inside, and it's a third and the long cliff falls down, whatever that means. Very exciting stuff. I mean, that's gonna be so fun. And the footage ends with a Jabba the Hutt, or like I think it's Jabba the Hutt's son, and cheering from a victory with Mandalorian and Grogu watching. So seeing like all these different things that are going to be tying together, obviously there's probably some like really cool references in there. Very exciting stuff. I don't know how to picture that footage, but I definitely think that this movie, very promising, very exciting. Not my most anticipated for next year, but it's definitely something that I'm very much looking forward to, considering the fact that Star Wars is back in theaters. Continuing the train of Star Wars being back in theaters, we got another announcement of a new Star Wars film, Star Wars Starfighter. Now, I was looking forward to this movie ever since I heard that Sean Levy was going to be directing it, but I was obviously very worried because we have heard, I don't know, like 5 different rumors about 5 different Star Wars movies that are apparently set to release at a specific point in time, and then they just get canceled out of the blue. So I didn't have too much faith about this one, but it's apparently officially happening, and Ryan Gosling will be starring in this, confirming the rumors of him starring in the film. So it's very exciting, and it's supposed to take place 5 years after the events of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, and it begins production in the fall, and it's supposed to be like a standalone story. Now, I think that this I'm probably a little bit more excited for than Mandalorian and Grogu, just because Sean Levy is a very promising director. He did the Atom Project, Free Guy, and Deadpool and Wolverine, and the messages and themes that he finds a way to weave into all of those stories is great, and I really love his storytelling, his humor. I think that all of it is really fun. Deadpool and Wolverine was a lot of fun. Not the best MCU film by a long shot, but it is definitely fun, and he put so much love and care into that movie, and you can definitely see how that shows, regardless of what your feelings are about the movie in general. He is going to put so much love in this movie, and so is Ryan Gosling, and that alone gets me excited to at least have a fun time with the Star Wars universe and genuinely just enjoy a standalone story for once. So I'm very excited for this. It comes out in 2027, I believe in May, so it's very exciting stuff. I cannot wait. 2027 is going to be an insane year, especially in May and June, because we got Secret Wars, Star Wars Starfighter, and Beyond the Spider-Verse all releasing within a month. Insane stuff. Very exciting. Alright, so for some reason, my recording for the next segment of the video did not go through on my computer. So we got another announcement that we are going to be getting an animated Darth Maul series that follows him in the middle of the events of Clone Wars and Rebels. I think this is very exciting. I love the character, so I'm excited to see him come back. It's set to release next year, and he's supposed to be training a Padawan who is apparently going to help him get revenge on everything that has happened. So it's a very, very promising stuff, very exciting. I'm glad that that character is going to be getting more time to shine. I don't know why this clip didn't record on my computer, but I'm going to try and figure that out. But for now, you got this. Sorry if the video quality and audio is bad, but very exciting stuff. I cannot wait. And obviously, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Star Wars Celebration is really exciting, and I cannot wait to see what other announcements we may have in store for this week. Very exciting stuff. I cannot wait. I love Star Wars Celebration. Let me know in the comments down below which announcement you're most looking forward to. I think me personally, it's probably the Ryan Gosling film. With all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is not how I usually record my videos. But if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications, share it with your friends, let them know that all this crazy Star Wars stuff is happening. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.